I'm gluten-free Gigi, and I'm living gluten, dairy, soy, and nut-free. I understand how difficult it can be to enjoy the foods you love on a special diet. That's why I'm making these videos, to show you how simple and affordable, healthy, allergy-free living can be. Come join me in the kitchen. Thanksgiving would not be Thanksgiving without a great stuffing or pan dressing recipe, and I have a great one for you. We'll start with some breadcrumbs that I have frozen previously. Check out my cornbread recipe. Make one recipe of my gluten-free cornbread. We'll use that. It goes into a large bowl. And we'll also use one recipe of my gluten-free, dairy-free buttermilk biscuit recipe. This is about 12 2-inch diameter biscuits. Let me get rid of my plastic bags. We'll put this in a bowl, toss the bread together. I've got an oven preheated to 350 degrees, and I have a 9 by 13 inch baking pan sprayed lightly with cooking spray. Now that we've got our bread in the bowl, we want to get our veggies sauteed. So I have a skillet over medium heat, just a drizzle of olive oil, not too much. I'm going to add 1 cup of diced celery, and I'm going to add a cup of diced onion. This is a yellow sweet onion. And we'll saute these for about 5 minutes to get them tender. And then we'll add 5 cloves of minced garlic. We've gone for a few minutes with our onions and celery. It's time to add our 5 minced garlic cloves. I'm going to cook those for about 2 minutes until they're aromatic. Make sure you stir when you're cooking the garlic so it doesn't burn. Let's have a look at our onions, celery, and garlic. I think they're ready. We've cooked this for about 5 minutes over medium-high heat. Now it's time to add it to our breadcrumbs. We'll take this off of the heat, put it right in. And if you aren't making my cornbread and biscuits recipe, and you should, because they're great, but in case you don't make your own and you purchase these gluten-free bread products, you're looking at about 8 cups of bread here in my recipe. Put these in. I have got a cup of dried cranberries, and I have these in a 1/2 cup of warm water, and they've softened. I'm putting the liquid and the cranberries right in here. Don't have to use these. They add a really nice sweet tart taste to the dressing though. Put these in. We're going to add about a 1/2 tablespoon, a heaping 1/2 tablespoon of dried ground sage. And I want to put a little sea salt, about a teaspoon, and about a 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. Just give this a little toss to make sure you get your seasonings throughout the breadcrumbs. And the reason we're using cornbread and biscuits in this recipe is because the biscuits, more of a white bread if you will, without the cornmeal in it, will lighten up your stuffing. If you want a heavier product, you can go with all of the 8 cups of a cornbread. I like it a little lighter. And now it's time to add our liquid. I have a mixture here of chicken broth and coconut milk. You can use rice milk. I've got about 4 cups. I like to add 1/2, and that's about 1/2, and then give it a stir. You don't want this too wet. The bread shouldn't be swimming in liquid, but you also don't want it too dry, so you have to go by the looks of it. And we also have 3 lightly beaten eggs we need to add in, and that will bind the dressing. So this is looking good, so let's put our eggs in and see where we are with liquid. That was 3 eggs. If you're vegan, you can leave these out, and you could use a flax egg or chia egg to equal 3 eggs, or even a powdered egg replacer product. I like the eggs in mine. And this looks just about right. I think I will add about a 1/2 cup of additional liquid too. to the mixture and give it a stir. This is the consistency you're looking for, sort of a thick porridge consistency. The bread will continue to absorb the liquid while you're baking. Alright, and we're ready to put this in our pan. So I'll move it over here. And we'll bake this for about 45 minutes at 350. You'll get nice golden edges, and the top will puff slightly when it's done. And if you're using the eggs, you do want to make sure you get this baked through. Alright. So we'll go right in the oven, and in 45 minutes we'll come back and have a peek. It's been 45 minutes and our pan dressing is ready. It smells wonderful. Look how pretty it is. You can see around the edges how it's turned a nice crisp golden. That's exactly what you're looking for. And then it's still nice and tender here in the center. So I want to scoop some out just to show you the texture. Just have a look at that. And it's nice and moist, but you still have a little crisp edge on it. It's so good. I hope you'll make it and enjoy it at your Thanksgiving table.